the Patriot field goal. A 28-yard attempt.
And the 13-year man puts it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23.
At the 46-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point up and good by Folk, and the lead is now 10-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handle? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Allen. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. From midfield, here's Allen. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Matt Judon able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Throw over the middle, taken in. And oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Allen. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Here's Allen to throw it. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
On the ground is Michel. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
There goes a deep ball, end zone, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll look to run with Singletary, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Devin Singletary, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Bills have retaken the lead. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Smith catches left side. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Touchdown, Bills.
Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago. Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you've got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
First down, Patriots.
A 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. On play action, they'll throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Over the middle, complete. It's Shepard. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 25-yard line. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Intended for N'Keal Harry. Incomplete. Micah Hyde on the coverage.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for N'Keal Harry. Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. Made his first. This now from 42 yards out. And Folk's kick is good. So yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park with the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Kickoff for Buffalo.
The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the 3rd quarter is underway. Now this will make it into the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They'll set up to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Nifty job there on the scramble. Got 12 yards, and now it's second down.
At the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On the ground, this is Michel. And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
A gain of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They're going to look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
And down inside the 15 he goes. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
At the 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Devin McCourty picks it off. He's at the 50, 30, 20.
Ain't doing nothing.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
The Patriots.
Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Their own 16-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They go right back to Singletary. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Singletary.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter. No time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Able to get away. Stays on his feet. Flush to his, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Like the footwork back there. I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Allen. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. The Bills send the punter out, standing right on his own 5-yard line. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And not his best effort there, as this one's going to be spotted down just outside of the 40-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. A gain of 6 there on first.
Smith. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 36-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run with Michelle. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
A gain of 15. First down, New England.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On 2nd down, Michelle. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They're running it. It's Michelle. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots have moved out in front. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
At their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL.
And now here is another interception. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. That's a tough spot as a quarterback, Charles. You want to get rid of it, but you see what can happen when you do try to get rid of it with pressure.
Yeah, and how about the pressure coming without them having to blitz? That's when you know things are clicking for your defense, and the end result, they end up gaining 6 points.
Fulk connects on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
If you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
On second down now, it's Howard. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Good for a Buffalo.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The Bills send the punter out, standing just about on his own goal line. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Patriots take over.
34-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Ball carrier.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Patriots.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll find his tight end here, Asiasi. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen towards the end zone for Brown. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. They were trying to go to Brown once again, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
That's good.
Allen to Diggs there for a Buffalo first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Take over 1st and 10.
The Pats at the line ready to go. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Now left side on the swing pass. Takes this one up past the 20 after he's able to make a man miss.
Complete.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. The backup Stidham, his first throw. And his first throw since coming in is incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
With a heavy set out there, 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll set up a throw. Able to shake him off, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Trent Murphy in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Devin McCourty picks it off. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
That's to his running back, Sony Michel. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Teron Johnson able to pick it. The 20. And he is going to score. It's a pick-6 and a Bills touchdown.
Touchdown, Bills.
Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Patriots 35, Bills 28.
So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Check, 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 check.
And it's Michel once again. And he is going to be stopped here at the line of scrimmage, and time is going to expire in this football game. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime, obviously